Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, my name is Nelly. Today we're going to be talking about dealing with a poverty mindset. Could it be that you have got a poverty mindset and you're not aware of it? You know, what is poverty mindset really? After this video, you'll have an idea what exactly is poverty mindset. This topic reflects to me as well because of my background. As we go through life, you find yourself dealing with a lot of things. What I mean is, you find yourself constantly broke and living from paycheck to paycheck. Or maybe you're just afraid of running out of money, that you save everything. You frustrate the children and even people around you. I was always afraid of running out. Even if I wanted to visit a few friends, I would just think of my petrol and I think, okay, I'd rather just stay home. Anyway, I'm in South Africa and petrol just goes up every day. I would think to myself, maybe I should just stay home than visiting these people. After all, we've got WhatsApp. If I feel like really seeing them, I'll call them through WhatsApp. Because this petrol, I'd rather save it for Monday when school rounds come. You're always negotiating your way to pay less, even though you have the full amount. You don't have to do that. Even when it comes to planning for the future, you just live for the moment. Opportunities come way and you're thinking, I'm not going to take this opportunity because I'm going to lose my money. Even when you can see that this is an opportunity, probably it's going to make you money, but you're just so scared to put in money because you are scared to lose that money. Basically, taking risk is a no for you, and you don't take risks. When it comes to money, you just don't take those risks. You'd rather have that money in your account sitting there. In order to deal with poverty mindset, it starts with your mindset. You're the only person that can change that. I grew up in a poverty mindset background, and I'm sure we can all relate to that when we are told that money doesn't grow on trees. You have to save everything. On the other hand, I had a dad who was very, very generous. He gave whatever he could, even though sometimes he would remain with nothing, but he still gave everything. And what surprised me is he just kept giving, and he was still blessed with more. And I thought to myself, one day this man will give away what he doesn't have. This is a story for another day anyway. On the other hand, my mom will save even 50 cents. He would say to my mom, what's wrong with you? You go as far as saving 50 cents when you've got the money. Just buy it anyway. You don't have to go around looking for the nearest sales just to save 50 cents. She knew where the sales were and she would make sure she get whatever. Sometimes she will even buy too much. One day she bought so much milk that she didn't check the expiry date. There was so much milk that we even gave it to the dogs, but the dogs didn't want to drink that milk. That day it was all our fault. She was the one that used to mix water and milk because she was trying to save. I guess she learned that from her mother, because whenever we went to visit my grandmother will mix Weet-Bix with water. So it just became normal. As you grow up, you begin to make your own decisions. I had to change my mindset to deal with the situation. I'm sure some of you have experienced this from your parents who uses such phrases. As much as these phrases, they don't make any sense. Parents can be the source of our thoughts about money depending on your parent. The way you are raised, it can contribute on your mindset. Your thoughts can help you break free from this poverty mindset and accept that no one can help you except yourself. Find a way of breaking free. Read as many books as you can. You may think that you don't have the poverty mindset, but maybe this video will get you to think about it. Our poverty mindset can show up in the smallest things where we think like we're not wasting, we just save. You don't want to spend your money. This will affect your life, even the people around you, like your family. Most of the time you're trying to save. Your children, they need clothes. You know that they need clothes, but you still go out there and buy second-hand clothes. Do you even have an idea what you're getting yourself into? Do you even think about praying for those clothes before you get your children to wear them? Or maybe you go and buy the cheapest clothes ever that you clearly know that after one wash it fades. Would you rather prefer to go and buy something that will fade or buy something that is quality? Sometimes we think we're saving by buying the cheaper clothes, and yet we're not. There's a fine line here between poverty and stinginess. If you have no reason, go and get new clothes for your children rather than handouts. There is a level where your mindset, you think you're saving, and yet you're not saving. Poverty is a spirit. spirit. You can get yourself out of the spirit. You can make that decision to do something about it if you want to, instead of blaming everyone just to justify where you are or your reason why you're doing it. You just need to renew your mind and ask yourself, how did this begin? Where did it begin? We normalize this as normal, and yet God doesn't see it that way. When you look at Philippians 4 verse 19, it says, God will meet your needs according to your riches of His glory. God has given us all the talents that you can have. Each and every one of you have got a talent. Those gifts and talents, you need to use them in order to meet your needs. And those needs, they're not always about riches. They're not always about that. It's about having to use those talents so that you can be able to gain something from it. And if you need to learn something new, you can do that. Sometimes when you have been brought up from a poverty mindset background, you feel like when you grow up, you must keep a lot of clothes in your wardrobe. And some of those clothes, you don't even wear them. You want to keep so many things that you're not even going to wear anyway, because you've got that fear of giving things away, or maybe that fear that someday you're going to lack. I know someone that was in her dying bed. She was asking her friend to pay her the money that she owed. I mean, really, couldn't you just be concerned about getting better than being concerned about someone owing you money? Even if you do get that money and suddenly you die, you're going to leave that money behind anyway. That money is not going to be a ticket for you to even get to heaven, just in case you're not sure if you're going to get to heaven or not. All that money, it will stay behind. At times, your poverty mindset can make you not even spend money on yourself. You cannot eat proper healthy food as well. You always calculate. Sometimes you can't even treat yourself in buying a burger, because you're thinking to yourself that how many rolls would you get out from paying just the amount you'd pay for one burger. All this is just not trusting God. You just always calculating. I know sometimes we may want to save, or we want to be sure that we've got enough for what we want to buy. But when it comes to all this, we're not really trusting God. When you give away, it just feels so nice to see that person wearing and appreciating something that was sitting in your wardrobe for years. Sitting there probably because you thought that you're going to lose weight and fit back into that dress. And if you do lose weight, you may think that you treasure this item so much and you cannot give it away. By the time you want that dress, it's got holes all over. Sometimes you just need to let go in order to be blessed more. I have learned to trust God with all my needs, and that is why I'm a minimalist today, because I just don't believe in keeping things in your wardrobe that you haven't even worn for over 2 years and you think you're going to fit in, or you think you're still going to wear that item. I mean, for one, it may not fit, and two, it may be outdated. Sometimes even giving money, even though you have to be spiritually led when you're giving away money. But if you have that scarcity mindset, then you won't have that money. You're chasing it away most of the time, because money can affect you emotionally as well if you don't have it. If you notice that when you have money, you're just happy. Everything is just great. But if you don't have it, you find yourself saying things like, I'm so broke right now, I don't know what to do. You're basically chasing it away. No wonder you're broke. Don't let money dictate who you are, and don't let it also stop you from getting more of it. Let money come to you. When you spend it, it will still come to you. I'm not saying you should spend it anyhow. Spend it on the things that you can afford. If you can't afford it, don't find yourself buying things that you cannot afford. So when it comes to money, you cannot make more if you keep chasing it away because of your poverty mindset. When you are going to give money to someone, confirm it with the Holy Spirit. Pay your tithes as well. Don't hold your blessings just because of that poverty mindset. You don't have to give a lot of money in order to get more blessing. Everything starts small. I feel like I'm in this season in my life whereby I'm content with what I have. If I feel like spending a little bit for myself, if I do have extra, I do that, and if I don't, then I don't spend. So sometimes you need to remove that poverty mindset, because life is too short. I'm not saying you should finish everything in your account. I know as much as we want to save all the time, but there's a difference when you are saving because you need to save, or maybe you just don't want to spend it and yet you want it, but because you have that fear of spending, then you find yourself not spending. So you need to change your mindset and deal with this situation, because poverty mindset is real. Thank you for listening, and see you in the next video.